Libra, welcome to your reading. This is for 1 till 7 May. It's a new month. It's new beginnings. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, Ascending on the cusp or just cross watchers. Welcome. There's an answer here for you. It's a guidance here for you. So let's be open to what that is. We're going to end our reading answering 3 questions for you. As humans, we've got questions. So think about 3 questions that you have, and then at the end, we're going to open these 3 angel answers cards here for you. But before we do that, let's get started. Welcome to the channel. I am Adrian, your psychic tarot reader. Please remember this reading is general, so please take it as it resonates. But let's get started. The first card that you came out there for you is Trojan Horse, and it says trickery. Now, the story of the Trojan Horse is obviously no sort of secret to, I suppose, almost everybody that's alive today. It's that story really, of the trickery that took place here in ancient Greece, where, it was shown that there's a gift that's being given, and then it wasn't a gift. It was just basically a trick. So this card it sort of goes, and you're going to see when we draw your Moonology card also next, how that fits in with one another. But this is very much one of those energies that, one is a little bit on the fence about it. You're not 100% sure always what exactly it is that this energy is trying to tell you. Because on the one end, you are being encouraged to, to not just trust blindly, Libra. But on the other end, you also sort of cautioned not to sort of, just kind of, that old saying kind of, don't sort of look a given a horse in the mouth type of thing. So there is some sort of discernment that is called for you over here, Don't just blindly follow what is being presented to you. Actually be open to sort of exploration, to asking questions, to asking yourself, is this really what it is? You are encouraged to not just accept things blindly. All right. Let's see the next energy there for you. We have got, as I said, with the Moonology, and it becomes really, really interesting for you because it's new moon in Sagittarius, and it says luck is on your side. And obviously new moons are, it's new starts, it's new beginnings. But then when you take an energy like Sagittarius, Sagittarius is sort of like that fun energy, travel, exploration, the great sort of cosmic quest, that sort of thing. So even though you might be sort of in a stage where you kind of need to balance the scales, Libra, and you might be in a space where you're not 100% sure which way it is that you are meant to go and that sort of thing, I can still tell that luck is on your side. So you can actually have that sense of trust, and you can also be in a space where you can trust your own intuition, your own guidance, your own gut. So even though you are asked to have discernment, you are most certainly not encouraged to doubt yourself. Not the same thing. Okay, so let's put that over there. Also, please remember that this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. Any of you that want to have personal readings or anything like that, I'm going to speak about that at the end of the reading. All right. So for your cards that were drawn for you for your reading for this 1 till 7 May period, or whenever you see it being the right time, take it as it resonates. You have got there in the energy that brought you towards where you are, you have got number 4 there, the Miser, which is the 4 of Rainbows. You've got 5, Totality, which is the 5 of Wands. I'm using the Osho Zen Tarot for that. And number 1, Existence there, which is that beautiful, full sort of energy. Now, this is really, really incredible because this speaks about you being ready for stability. This speaks about you being ready for new things, new flow, new abundance, basically ready for that next step. But I can see that many of you have put a lot of work into getting ready to, for the space where you are at the moment. You've put a lot of work getting ready to get your stability. Maybe it was a challenge with work and with money and making ends meet and all those type of things. I can see that many of you actually face those sort of challenges. Let me just move this. I like things to be very nicely lined up. There we go. So a lot of you really had those sort of challenges. It took a while to get a sense of stability, which is really, really great. Congratulations. That's really, really fantastic, Libra. But what happens sometimes is that when we work really, really hard to get something, we become very hesitant to let that go. We kind of hold on to it. And the thing to remember is that life is an ongoing process, all right? So when, as beautiful as that might be, when we hold on to stuff, we can actually tend to get stagnated because life is an ongoing flow. It's an ongoing journey. And you are being, you sort of encourage here towards teamwork, opening your heart. So maybe some of you were challenged with that sort of, thing recently, working in a team. Maybe you had those sort of challenges that, maybe the barriers that you needed to build for yourself were so high because maybe you needed to, for some of you, you needed to almost trust yourself for so long that it was nearly impossible to kind of like trust other people. But I can see that you had some challenges there for some of you. And if you were, it's not like life was trying to bully you. It's more that the universe wanted to make you aware of the fact that it was time to open yourself to new avenues, to broader avenues, to different things that can now be done, different things that are now possible for you. And I feel that some of you, challenging as it may have been, you got that lesson. You started at that new sort of flow, maybe a more sort of like a spiritual sort of flow, alignment, opening yourself to life, to love, to trust, to faith, that sort of thing. In your current space, there's this beautiful space of flowering that's taking place for you. So yes, you may have had some challenges there in the recent past, Libra, and you may have felt like, oh my goodness, like sort of feel like want to shake life a little bit. But I can see that all of that also led to a very prosperous space, to a very prosperous path, to a very beneficial path for you. All right. Also there in your current space with friendliness, what's going on for you at the moment, and also, moment to moment. So I can see that for many of you, there's still a process of integration taking place, be this in going to that next level, be it taking chances, taking risks, be it love, be it self-confidence, faith, trust, whatever, even your relationship with Source. I can see that for many of you, you are opening to, and you are also encouraged to open to the idea that life wants you to win, to the idea that the universe is on your side, to the idea that you don't have to be determined by your past. And I can also see that for many of you, you were very stuck in your ways. You were like, this is the way it's been done, but I can see that you are giving yourself chances there little bit by little bit, and you are most certainly encouraged to do that, Libra, to give yourself those chances, to open yourself to the idea that there might be different ways of doing things, okay? And if you are open to that idea of doing different things, or you're open to that idea that life is on your side, that Source wants you to win, that Spirit wants you to win, that, God, Source, Allah, Jehovah, whatever name you use for that beautiful Source that's greater than us, wants you to win, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and claim that for yourself. All right. I'm really going to appreciate if you like the video. I'm super going to appreciate if you subscribe, hit that notification bell. And also when you send me a comment and I put that little heart over there, it's to say thank you, but I'm also sending you beautiful, healing, loving, kind energy from my heart. Now, in the space going forward, I see that for some of you, there is that space of before moving forward, and you want to be mindful of that. You want to look out for that because now you know about that. It's conditioning. It's that in traditional tarot, it's that devil energy. It's that space where sometimes we can be holding on to certain things because that's the way, this is the way it's always been. This is the way it's always been done. This is tradition, and a lot of times that just really means this is what is feeling comfortable. So be mindful of holding on to outdated ideas, outdated ways of doing things just because it's, comfortable. All right. But I see you getting some major lessons over here with understanding and participation. I can see you, going from a space where, you maybe have just had one way of looking at things, where you begin to realize there might be multiple options of ways of looking at things, where some of you may realize that the chains that you may have been experiencing may have been chains that you place yourself within. All right. Now remember, at the end of the reading, we are going to have those 3 questions. So think about your 3 questions. But meanwhile, let's just clarify your energy quickly for you to see what it is that we've got there. So we're clarifying that recent past first of all. Some of those major challenges that some of you had to overcome. Some of you needed to have a real sense of faith over there. You have got the 9 of Wands. You have got the King of Cups. Bit of a mess. And you also have the King of Pentacles. In this deck, what is this deck called? The Triple Goddess Tarot. It's all ladies, but the kings are sitting down. So a lot of you had to overcome some major challenges, maybe something that was holding you back from the past. You know, a lot of times we have got that one thing that everything in life is going really, really great, but that one thing sort of overshadows things. And a lot of times we sort of make excuses for that, you know. I call it putting a bandage on something that needs stitches. And I can see that for a lot of you, you got it could be a relationship with others. It could be a relationship with money. It could be a relationship with deserving. Because sometimes even we feel like, you know, that our path has to be difficult. So even if you take something like me, for example, you know, something I'm very passionate about. I'm a regression hypnosis practitioner, past life regression basically. And yes, there were a lot of people before me and it took them a while to get their business going and so forth and so forth and so forth. But for me, it was just like that. And sometimes we feel that it has to be long, it has to be difficult, it has to be challenging. But if that's what we believe, then that is the experience that we have. And I see that a lot of you have healed that, which has now brought you into that new space where I think the thing that you want to be mindful of, Libra, is falling back into your previous patterns, the patterns that are not really working for you, all right? Because here's a deep inner talk with the self. This is a deep inner conversation with the self, where life is really saying to you, listen, what do you want? What do you want your relationship with other people to be like? What is it that you want to put into the equation of life? Even there with the 4 of Swords and with the, you know, with the Fool energy, it is really about you in the space of growing, in a deeper sense with yourself. So very much on your life path, but going deeper, you know, going so much deeper, which can be so challenging sometimes. Let's see what is the outcome there for you. You've got the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. So for some of you, there is still some healing that is ahead here going forward. There's some things that I feel that you need to forgive yourself with. You sort of need to square things up with yourself. Some of you have been impossibly hard on yourself, placed very heavy sort of burdens and challenges upon yourself. And so you're encouraged to be kind to yourself going forward. You're encouraged to forgive yourself. And you're encouraged or clearly communicated with beautiful Libras there by the universe, letting you know that just because you lost doesn't mean that the solution doesn't exist. So again, you are encouraged to open yourself to the solutions that are available for you so that your life can beautifully, beautifully shine. Okay. Your 3 questions. So just think about them. You might want to pause the video, but I'm going to open them for you. So answer number 1. So question number 1 on your side, answer number 1. You have got a massive big yes over there. Yes! All right. So take it as it resonates, but you've got a very big yes over there. Number 2, you have got perfect timing. And sometimes we feel that we're not in perfect timing, but we are. And number 3, reconsider. So yes, perfect timing, but maybe you don't just want to jump the gun, because sometimes we want to jump the gun from an actual point of fear. So just be on the lookout for that. All right. So that is what I got for you, Libra. I hope that helps. If you like it, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, subscribing, hitting those comments. If any of you want to have a personal reading, all the details are down below in the description. But you basically make a payment, you send me proof of payment. I do a reading that's something similar to this. Personal readings normally about an hour and a half. I give you a general reading, and on top of that, you can ask up to 5 questions. And you please need to give me 3 to 5 business days in order to complete that for you. From my heart, namaste, love and light. I'll see you next time.